How's everybody doing? Can you hear me? Let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, January the 4th, today, only 15 hours. Black sheep, black sheep. I knew that they were not going to be investing in that number. Therefore, the algorithm would accept it for these lottery commissions to drop it. Ladies and gentlemen, I promised my only big money pattern on fire would manifest today. So you see how I can do this religiously every single day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this right here. 3158. Ladies and gentlemen, I triple dollar signed it, meaning that I promise, which I promise, triple dollar signs will manifest. 12 to 110, guaranteeing its debut in Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, that came from Georgia. You don't believe me? We can take a break and take a look at it. I can break it down for you and show you. Better yet, I did do the very next one. Check this out. Let's see here. You got 0991. Number one motherfucking big money pattern. You see it for yourself. I put it in writing. Ladies and gentlemen, on 12/30, I told my VIP to win. Focus on my top 4 digits. Somebody just emailed me about the prerequisite. This is the prerequisite. You must know that to win, you need to focus on my top 4 digits, which I promise the first 2. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the number 1. And I also guaranteed that you would see it go to Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a all-state forecast. Ladies and gentlemen, 539. Ladies and gentlemen, you see it for yourself. 539. I told my VIP on January the 2nd to win. This is the prerequisite. You must focus on my top 3 digits. They will manifest from January the 3rd to January the 11th. I also specifically guarantee the number 3, 1, 2, 3. Big money pattern, straight. That's master manifesting for you, 101. Ladies and gentlemen, 674. Ladies and gentlemen, I promised my VIP that they would see that big money pattern in the number one motherfucking position. So if you see too many numbers, you're under a spell. Ladies and gentlemen, 9705. Ladies and gentlemen, number one motherfucking big money pattern. That's all you have to do. You see it for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, this type of activity is supernatural. My supernatural activity got me banned from TikTok. So, again, you can see it for yourself. I put it in writing. I throw myself under the bus by putting it in the number one position. You see it every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, 171. Ladies and gentlemen, I put the triple dollar signs. I told you, look, the very last motherfucking number you see, I can make it manifest first. You see it right there for Florida. I told you to invest. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you each time. Look, on 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. You see it. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Between 1 2 and 111. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to write that down. Ladies and gentlemen, 187. Ladies and gentlemen, now I number one motherfucking big money pattern. You see it for yourself. I told my VIP on December 29th, while I was fucking around time traveling, I happened to see 187. The energy, frequency, and vibration is real. Boom, boom, boom. You'll still see that all the way up until January the 6th. You better write that down. Ladies and gentlemen, 5624. Woo, woo, woo. You see it for yourself? 5624. Let's go out of here real quick. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. 5624. 5624. Let me go over here. Ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Look at me go. 26544562. Boom, boom, boom. All day, every day. You can see it for yourself. That was the list that I provided for the VIP. I told them, you're going to have to look at the best. I am the best at what I do, and I try to prove it every single day. We were just at your 2654. Okay. Only motherfucking big money pattern on fire. You see it for yourself. I said 1227 to 15 in North Carolina. You would see it. Ladies and gentlemen, 280 dropped in Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, I told my VIP that nobody will be investing in 280. You see it for yourself. I told them 13 to 111. Here I go showing the fuck off. Number one motherfucking big money pattern. You see it for yourself. Nothing fake about what I do. 12:30 to 1/7 is when I told them to invest in it. I promised you would see that number one big money pattern no matter what at the winner's table. Ladies and gentlemen, 118, ladies and gentlemen, I guaranteed no one knew this would manifest straight but me. 118. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Between the dates 1/3 and 1/11. Here I go showing the fuck off. Promise the very last motherfucking number you see. Boom, boom, boom. I told you I can make it manifest first. I put it in writing, and I told you that I don't practice this, but in most cases, guess what? I can make it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, 7935. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise my VIP, look, the only motherfucking number on fire a 5-year-old can pick out fire. Boom, boom, boom. Said you would see it between 12:31 and 1/8. You see it for yourself. No rundowns, no flips and mirrors. Just me leaving the body, doing what I do best. Ladies and gentlemen, would you look at me right now? Number one motherfucking big money pattern. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at it right there. 1/1 to 1/9. You see it for yourself. Impeccable. Perfection. Phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, 1063. Woo! You see it for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, 3061. Wait till I get back to that list again. Should be coming right on up. Look at this right here, me showing the fuck off. Triple dollar signed it. Told you. The very last motherfucking number you see, I designed strategically to manifest first. Boom, boom, boom. Between the dates 12/27 and 1/5, investments. You see it for yourself. Here you go, 6684. Little black sheep, little black sheep. I knew no one would be investing in that big money pattern. I told you between January the 1st and 1/9, if you invested in that combination, you would come out on top. Ladies and gentlemen, here I go showing off. Even the black sheep shows consistency 2 times. Boom, boom, boom. Between the dates 12/28 and 1/6. You see it there, right there, right there. Here we go again, ladies and gentlemen, 1046. Right there, right there, right there. Triple dollar signed it. Told you would see it between 12/26 and 1/4. Ladies and gentlemen, here I go showing off again. Triple dollar signed it. Told you would see it between the dates 1/2 and 1/10 in Texas. All states forecast. Ladies and gentlemen, 757 deuce. Told you would see it between the dates 12/29 and 1/6. There it is, black sheep, black sheep. Ladies and gentlemen, 299. Ladies and gentlemen, 299. Straight! Very last motherfucking number you see. Triple dollar signed it as proof that what I promise will fruition. You see that right there, ladies and gentlemen? There's your 1063. There's your 4562. There's your 2654. There's your 1617. There's your 114. Watch, there's your 718, 178. 816-342-973. Watch out for 338 and 611. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take me a little small break. I will see everybody at the winner's table. If you are interested in joining a winning team, by all means, go to dynamicpredictions.onrender.com. That's where you'll find my packages that I offer 1 day, 3 day, 1 week, bi-weekly, and also you can take advantage of a monthly membership that will pan out to be under $10 a day. But first you have to email me at dynamicallydriven@gmail.com. I need you to tell me what my prerequisite is to join. Because when you join, I don't have time to answer questions. You have to know what to do. You have to know to invest in the number 1 and the number 2, the fire and the triple dollar signs at your convenience to what your bankroll will allow. So again, you can do this easily, or you can do it the hard way and just play the number 1 number. The number 1 number is the easiest way to capture a win. How many times did you see me reveal the number 1 number? How many times did you hear me say the only big money pattern on fire? How many times did you hear me say the very last number you see will manifest first? How many times did you hear me say my prerequisite is to focus on the top 5? I promise the first 2. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for all states. I put your state in capital letters. Your state, all state. Don't inbox me, don't email me, asking me, do I do your state? I won't answer because I don't play into that. That right there is a game to me. It's a game. It's a mind game, and again, I don't spend a whole lot of time in this body. As a matter of fact, I'm almost at a point where I'm gone so long that things begin to happen very strange. I come back, blood sugar 56, 48, blood pressure 80 over 40. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this is the real deal. So again, if you're interested in being able to take advantage of knowing what's going to happen before it happens in the lottery world, and if you are ready to invest in the top 2 numbers, I have people who have formulated groups. They invest in every single number. So every time you hear me say straight, they got it. Every time you hear me say black sheep, nobody knew, they got it. Every time you hear me say number one, motherfucking big money pattern, they got it. Very last number you see, they got it. So again, energy, frequency, and vibration is real. I prove it to you every single day without fail. I will see everybody at the winner's table no matter what. Abundant prosperity in health and in wealth to all who follow me and believe in the hard-ass work that you see me accomplishing every single day without fail.